I have some beginner-friendly entry-level work-from-home jobs for you. A couple of them are primarily non-phone. That's right, you're not going to be tied to the phone all day. In one job, you can work afternoon or night shift, and they're going to train you in this position. In fact, I'm pretty sure all these jobs will train at least to some extent. So let's get into them. So the first easy work-from-home job I have is with a company called Cotiviti. They're looking to fill an operations administrator role. So as an operations administrator, you'll be working in the CCV selections team. And if I'm not mistaken, CCV stands for Client Chart Validation. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, and they are going to pay $17.80 up to $25 per hour, plus a pretty decent suite of benefits. So you'll be part of the clinical content and enablement team, and you'll be responsible for supporting selections operations. And to be completely honest, I really don't know what selections operations means. If you know what it means, leave a comment below. So you'll ensure that selections operations processes are adhered to, individual metrics are met or exceeded, and documentation is created and maintained with high attention to quality and detail. So you do some administrative tasks, you do some QA and generation of selection files, client configuration of clinical payment policies and exclusions, and assist with maintenance and monitoring of selection mailings. You'll also work in several selections tools and trackers, monitor incoming files, serve as a point of contact for other CCV selection stakeholders through the claim selection process. You'll maintain and monitor selection trackers, do some reporting and tracking for the team as well as other CCV stakeholders, and provide administrative support for the clinical content and enablement team. They want you to have critical thinking skills. You also have attention to detail. You're organized. You're an excellent communicator. You have a professional demeanor. You're also highly skilled at handling multiple tasks simultaneously, prioritizing and meeting deadlines. You're able to maintain strict confidentiality in all communications involving sensitive information and algorithms. You're flexible, you're willing to adapt to an ever-changing environment, and you're able to work well independently as well as in a team environment. And all they want is a high school diploma or equivalent. An associate's or bachelor's degree is preferred, and that's just preferred, it's not required. They also prefer you have healthcare systems and operations experience, and that too is just preferred, not required. You can work with a sense of urgency, you're able to switch gears and change focus, and you must possess intermediate to advanced skills with Excel. You're proficient with Microsoft Office Suite, and you have excellent written and verbal communication skills. So you'll be working Monday through Friday. They're going to pay $17.80 up to $25 per hour for this full-time, fully remote role. If you like this one, you can find the direct link in the description area. Just look for job number 1. Okay, so the next job I have comes to us from Imagine 360. If this company sounds familiar, maybe you saw a video I posted a couple of days ago. I had a really good entry-level job in that video. But today I'm sharing a provider data management specialist position with Imagine 360. This is a full-time remote job anywhere within the United States, and they're going to pay $45,500 up to $50,000 per year. So that's $21.63 up to $24 per hour. So just like the first job, this one is primarily a non-phone work-from-home job. You'll play a critical part in helping ensure that all inbound provider demographic updates for the Imagine 360 networks are addressed and resolved in a timely fashion. So that means you'll manage a queue of inbound requests from contracted providers using email and Salesforce. You'll submit requests to update provider data systems with new demographic information such as TINs, location changes, provider adds, and terminations, and you'll respond to physician inquiries regarding status of their requests, updates or initial contracting requests for effective dates, or other contract and provider-related information. You'll ensure all provider data and contracts are researched, located, and assigned quickly and appropriately while ensuring organized storage of all relevant provider documents. And they're not requiring any education or experience. They don't require you have a bachelor's degree, they prefer you have previous health insurance or network experience, and they prefer you have previous provider relations or customer service experience. And those are just preferred, they're not required. But if you meet any of those preferences, you'll definitely stand out and stand a better chance of getting this job and making closer to the higher end of the salary range for this job. You need to be an effective communicator. You have excellent organizational, interpersonal, presentation, and facilitation skills. You can demonstrate a commitment to high professional ethical standards. You're able to adapt to a fast-paced, continually changing environment. You have strong technical, analytical, troubleshooting, and follow-through skills. You're self-motivated. You're detail-oriented. You're proficient in the Microsoft Office suite to include Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook, and you're proficient in using Salesforce. So if you like this job, it'll pay $45,500 to $50,000 per year. You can find the direct link in the description area. Job number 2. Okay, a quick note here. If you're between jobs, there's no better time than now to learn some new skills. I've compiled a list of really good free resources where you can do just that. So if you want to learn some Google or Microsoft products, check out the list. If you want to learn medical terminology, learn how to do some medical credentialing, I have resources for those as well. If you want to learn how to use Zendesk, NetSuite, you want to learn accounting, learn how to code, I have those resources too, and I'm constantly looking for new, free, really good resources. So I encourage you to check out this list. Pick up some new skills that you can take on to bigger and better opportunities in your future. So that brings us to our third easy work from home job, and this one comes to us from Dick's Sporting Goods. They have an opening for a customer service representative. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, and you can work either noon to 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 3:15 p.m. to 12:15 a.m. Eastern Time. And because it is a fully remote position anywhere within the United States, you don't have to live in the Eastern Time zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. And as far as pay, scrolling down here, we see they're going to pay between $35,400 and $53,300 per year. That's $17 to $25.63 per hour. And they're going to train you in this position. It is mandatory and it is in-person training, so you need to be okay with that. So training will be Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the duration of training. And that's probably going to be about 4, 6, maybe up to 8 weeks. So yeah, it is definitely in-person training. And you also need to be willing to work one weekend day and holidays when needed. So this is your typical customer service kind of position. You'll work with customers over the phone or via chat to address questions and concerns and dive into the Tier 2 escalation calls and chats like a pro by solving questions, taking ownership of concerns, and cheering on athletes with enthusiasm. You'll build relationships that go above and beyond and tackle challenges regarding orders, payments, price adjustments, returns and exchanges, loyalty accounts, and gift cards. You'll utilize appropriate processes and online programs and work with internal and external partners over the phone, email, and/or chat to support issue resolution, share knowledge, and complete queue work. You'll also troubleshoot technical issues, report sensitive concerns, investigate potential incidents, and appropriately log all information. And you need to be able to travel to engage in training, team events, and culture building initiatives. Now, to qualify for this job, they want you to have a high school diploma or equivalent and less than 1 year of experience in a customer-facing role such as customer service, retail, food service, or hospitality. You need a high-speed internet connection with an Ethernet port. You're comfortable using Microsoft Office and Teams, and you can navigate 2 computer screens while typing and talking. It's a plus you have experience for IVR, CRM, or order management lookup tools, viewing tracking information, and using loyalty and gift card platforms. You have a love for sports and building strong communities. You can think fast on your feet. You don't get overwhelmed when thrown a curveball. You have excellent communication skills. You're tech savvy. You have the flexibility to adapt to different situations and play as a team player. And it's a plus you're bilingual. So if you like this job, they're going to pay between $35,400 and $53,300 per year. And there are 2 shifts from which to choose. You can find the direct link in the description area. This is job number 3. Alrighty, there you go. We just went over 3 easy work from home jobs. 2 of them are primarily non-phone, and the third one is an afternoon evening shift work from home job. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more easy work from home jobs, check out this video right here. I share a job that starts in a few weeks, one that provides training, and one that provides equipment. Good luck to all of you who apply, and as always, thank you so much for visiting, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.